What is happening, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. A special video, as you can see by the title, WWE Night of Champions predictions. Tomorrow, Saturday, Night of Champions. Even though, and from Saudi Arabia, even though here it's going to be Afternoon of Champions, because if you're in the U.S., it's either going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Western. So hopefully, you can figure out a way to carve out some time, or try. If you're going to watch it later on, maybe you won't have to get it spoiled on you. So hopefully it works out for you. So let's get to some predictions of what we have. So again, here's our card. So we got Cody against Brock. We got the undisputed tag team championship match with Sami Zayn and KO against the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline. World Heavyweight Championship, new title. Who's going to be the first one? Seth freaking Rollins, AJ Styles. We got Becky and versus Trish. We got the Raw Women's. We got Bianca Belair versus Asuka. And we have SmackDown, which is Rhea Ripley and Natalya. They gotta move these titles because Bianca is on SmackDown and Rhea is on Raw. So they gotta figure something out there. And then we have Intercontinental Championship match, Gunther versus Mufasa Ali. So we're gonna start with the ladies. Night champions, again, gonna be tomorrow. Becky, Trish. Gonna be an interesting one. Does Lita show up to kind of, help Becky defeat Trish after Trish attacked, Lita? Or did that really happen? Was she really attacked, or was she playing? And is there a larger setup where Lita comes and then Lita and Trish beat up Becky? I don't know. I find it hard to believe that they would have Trish come back to this event after losing the tag belts and have her lose. So I'm going to go with Trish Stratus. And hopefully we get some Stratus faction. Next, we got Asuka against Bianca Belair. I'm going to tell you right now, although I don't understand it, everybody says that the kids and merchandise for Bianca Belair, it goes crazy. I can't see them taking the belt off of her right now. It makes no sense. Not at a Night of Champions. It may be, something else in the U.S. I think in Saudi Arabia, not going to happen. So I'm going to go with the champ, Bianca Belair. Natalya against the champ, Rhea Ripley. For the SmackDown, I don't know. I don't think there's no way they pull the belt off of Rhea this quick. So I think Rhea's going to win. Is it going to be one of those things where are they going to let Natty, have her shot and do some and beat her up a little bit, and then Rhea take care of it, or is this going to be like a squash? But I don't think it's going to be a squash because I don't think they do that to Natalya. But I'm going with Rhea. Rhea with the riptide. I think Rhea somehow maybe gets out of the sharpshooter, either grabs the ropes or maybe figures out a way to get out of it, though, at some point during the match. And then we have this match, which makes 0 sense. Well, actually, that's not wrong. It makes sense because of one reason. They're in Saudi Arabia, and let's face it, Mufasa Ali. Yeah, I guess, the thought process is give him a shot. This should be an absolute squash. What gets me is if you're Ali, did you have to agree to this? Like, is something going to happen? Are you going to, beat up Gunther a little bit? I mean, the size differential doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. Are they going to let him get a little bit in? Or what? you know, being that Ali is not American and he's from, across the pond, does Gunther beat him up, but he shows well? And does Ali become part of Imperium to join the other guys? I don't know. Probably not. But it would be a travesty if Gunther loses. So we're going with Gunther. Brand new champion here. Brand new belt. First ever champion here of the world champion, WWE World Champion. I'm not sure why AJ is in this. I mean, the guy just got back from being hurt. Not sure why he would deserve this kind of a push or anything like that. So, again, this is I hate to say it, but it's another one that doesn't make sense for Seth to not win. I mean, it would be a big curveball, but, why would you have AJ, win? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. All talk about Seth. I'm here every week. I show up on Raw every single week. The matches he puts on, great matches, a great entertainer, great wrestler, awesome what he does in the ring, on the mic, excellent on the mic. I just don't see how they don't put it on him. I mean, I know anything is possible, but I'm not going to go against it. I'm going to go with Seth freaking Rollins. Brock Lesnar against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So, on Monday, Brock broke Cody Rhodes' arm. Or I should say, Brock broke Cody Rhodes' arm. Now, what wrestler on the roster could go up against Brock Lesnar with a broken arm and win? Oh, wait. I don't think there's any. A one-arm guy against Brock Lesnar. So, what's going to happen? Man, again, this one's unpredictable to me because he comes in with a cast. He could hit him in the face with the cast and knock him out and get a win like that. He could go ahead and get squashed again. I don't know. The story with Cody, I mean, although I get it, I just, I don't go ahead. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, when he came back to get, did they say, hey, yeah, we'll eventually put the belt on you, but you're going to get the crap beat out of you for about a year, and then we'll figure it out? Because the only thing I can think of, if you want to tell the story, and it would, the ultimate story would be that beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania when Roman hasn't lost the title and he has that giant, that 2,000 days or whatever the heck number. No, that wouldn't be 2,000 days. It would be like 1,400 days or so, or something like that, or days of as being the champion, and then he can go ahead and beat him, and Roman would have, I think, the third or fourth longest reign in WWE, WWF, WWF, history. So I don't know. I'm going to predict Brock, but it's not going to surprise me if Cody hits him with the cast and winds up winning. And then we have this one. The Tag Team Championship match. KO, Sami Zayn, the reigning undisputed tag champs, versus Solo Sikoa and the undefeated Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. So KO and Sami are going to win. The interesting is going to be how. What are they going to do? Can you pin Solo? That's not going to look good. Doesn't make sense. Do you pin Roman Reigns? That doesn't look good either. So I think it's going to be a disqualification. I don't know if there's any stipulation on disqualification. I didn't see one when I looked. But I think there's a run-in, disqualification, something along those lines. But I just don't see them putting the belts on the bloodline there, unless it's more of a storyline to with the Usos. I'm not sure. Um, but I don't see them putting the belts on them. I can see them winning by disqualification. I don't see how like I said, it wouldn't make sense for them to have KO or Sammy pin Solo or Roman Reigns. From there. The other caveat, or maybe little thing that could potentially happen is, and I don't think it would happen there, it wouldn't make sense, but could this be, Sammy cost them the win and KO is pissed off because if you notice in most of the matches or almost all the matches, Sammy is the guy who ends the matches. Sammy's the guy who comes in the end, hits the hula kick, and does all that kind of stuff and has been winning most of the matches. So, it'll be interesting to see, what happens, from that standpoint. But I think it's going to be Solo and Roman via the disqualification. So there you have it. What do you think? Comment below. Don't forget, I'll do a reaction video maybe Saturday night. Probably Saturday. Maybe try and squeeze one in on what I thought and what the final outcomes were. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed so you can check this stuff out. And as always, we will catch you at the next rip.